Ваше превъзходителство, като посланик за България, вие не веднъж сте говорили като за едно малко бижу. Бихте ли се върнали в България да живеете като обикновен гражданин?
Well, you know, I love this country very much, and it is a jewel. It is a beautiful country, and the people here are wonderful. It's been a great honor for me to serve here as ambassador, and Bulgaria will always be a part of my life. I can't promise you that I'll come back to live, but of course I'll be back to visit, to see my many friends here, and to stay in contact with the country.
Радвам се, че оставате с такива впечатления от нашата страна, но аз имах предвид и някои неуредици, които бихте ли, които вероятно трябва да приемете по някакъв начин, за да живеете като обикновен гражданин.
No, there are some things here that are not perfect. I agree with you. There are some challenges that this country needs to face. I would say the same thing about my own. But nevertheless, this does remain a beautiful country with many opportunities and a bright future.
За мнозина вие сте различни дипломат. Посланикът, който не спести на нашите управляващи някои от недоразуменията в страната ни. Спестиха ли ви българите критики?
I'm not here to criticize the government or anything about Bulgaria, but I have spoken honestly and openly about the challenges that this country faces. I said the day that I arrived in Bulgaria that I would be honest with the Bulgarian people, and that's what I've tried to do every day since. My intention is not to interfere in the domestic affairs, but if I can help stimulate debate and discussion on important issues, that's what I would like to do. And that kind of healthy discussion, that kind of healthy criticism is a part of American democracy and should be a part of Bulgarian democracy too.
Кои от тези критики считате за особено важни в продължението на една демократична политика за развитието на България?
Well, let's not use the word criticism. As I said, I'm trying to have an honest discussion with people of Bulgaria. And, you know, I've been open in discussing many areas. Rule of law, the economy, energy. Those are issues that are important to the Bulgarian people. And there needs to be a discussion of those important issues. And I should also say that, you know, not just those issues, but one of the issues that we're here to talk about today is, concerns the Roma. And as you know, I've been open and honest about talking about some of those problems as well.
Ромите всъщност са най-голямото малцинство на Европа, но те са и най-голямото малцинство в България. Тук са и най-високо образованите роми. Можем ли да кажем, че тези дадености предизвикват едно по-специално отношение на американското правителство към ромския проблем в България?
Well, the issue of Roma integration is not unique to Bulgaria. Other countries in the region face similar challenges. I think we all would like to see Roma better integrated into Bulgaria and into other countries in this region, and the United States government takes a keen interest in that. We all know the challenges that the Roma community faces here: education, employment, health, and land rights being among the most important. And it's necessary for the government of Bulgaria to take an integrated approach to work on those issues for the sake of Bulgaria.
Работихте доста сериозно съвместно с председателя на Народното събрание. Считате ли, че от тази съвместна работа има добър резултат? Всъщност какъв резултат постигнахте?
Well, you mentioned yourself that there are a lot of professional Roma in Bulgaria. but unfortunately you don't see them in the media. What you see are all of the problems in the Roma community. I'm very careful when I go out now to a Roma neighborhood that my visit in the media doesn't reinforce the stereotypes that many people believe. What I'd really like to see is that more people understand that there are Roma professionals, and that not every Roma lives in poverty in the ghetto and is uneducated. I like them to see the kinds of professionals who have come into my home. And that's where the program in the National Assembly fits in. It identifies talented, young Roma and gives them opportunities. I'm very proud that Speaker Tsacheva has continued this program, continues to work with young Roma, and we see the results of that. There are many graduates of the intern program at the National Assembly who now hold good jobs and are fine examples for the Roma community.
Считате ли, че този ритъм на работа е ритъма, с който могат да се решават ромските въпроси? Такива, каквито са тежки, трудни?
Well, no one person or program will be the answer to the very difficult problems that the Roma face. But the program at the National Assembly is an important contribution and an important model that I think others can follow. The truth is that Roma need more professional opportunities like at the National Assembly, and I hope in both the public and the private sector they'll find more opportunities.
Не мога да не коментирам, че България е, може би, на първо место в Европа по програми, свързани с проблемите на ромите.
Well, that's good. That's good news. I didn't realize that, and I think, I hope that this government will make a sincere commitment to continuing work on Roma integration.
Как бихте коментирали нивото на маргинализация на ромската общност? Факт, който дори понякога си мисля, че вече не е обратим.
It's no secret to anyone what we said in our human rights report, that there are serious challenges in Bulgaria and in the region on the integration of Roma, and marginalization of the Roma community is one of them. I think there has to be acceptance that the Roma community can play and must play an important and vital role in Bulgarian society. There are some people in Bulgaria who think you can take the Roma and put them off in some corner and ignore them and the problem will go away. That's not going to happen. In fact, there needs to be a sustained effort to better integrate the Roma community, and that's not easy. If there were a simple answer to this problem, it would be found. In fact, it requires, a sustained commitment in many areas, as I said before: health, education, employment, land rights, an integrated approach in order to address the problems of the Roma community. And it's not going to be solved in 1 month or 1 year. This has to be a sustained effort over a long period of time.
20 години малко ли да се стане?
I don't know what the timetable is, but I know it will not be quick, and I know that this will not be a straight line. There will be setbacks along the way.
Нещо повече, аз забелязвам, дори имаме десетилетия на ромското включване, а на много места, в различни области, ние спокойно можем да говорим за изключване на рома.
Well, in some ways I'm encouraged. In this very room, when I meet with 30 or 35 young, talented, professional Roma. Roma need leaders, strong leaders in their communities that care deeply about the future of Roma. And I think the Roma need a political voice.
Това може да стане с ясна политическа линия. Считате ли, че в България наистина има такава политика за интеграция, за реална интеграция на Рома?
I think it's encouraging that there is such a council, that they've developed a strategy, and that there are some national figures who recognize that Roma integration needs to be a priority.
Отворихте дума за единното представителство на ромите, но си спомням, че ви направи впечатление, че ромите нямат своите по-ярки представители. Тази граница на размиване на легитимността на представителството на ромите в полза на ромите ли или обратно според вас?
I would like to see Roma represented in the National Assembly. I'd like to see Roma mayors and city council members. I would like to see young Roma aspiring to be politicians.
Как да се случи това, ако то не е цел на българските политици? В парламента сега няма нито един ромски представител.
I believe that needs to change. And I hope that there we will see democratic elections that people in Bulgaria will choose to elect Roma. Well, I think political leadership in the Roma community is an issue of concern.
Щатите имат доста добър опит по отношение на интегрирането на различни общности, на малцинства. Какво бихте препоръчали в кратък срок да се извърши в България, за да почувстват ромите, че тази интеграция ще се случи, за да повярват в нашите политици?
Well, there is no quick and easy solution, but you've got to break that cycle of poverty that exists within the Roma community. When young girls drop out of school and they're married at 14 and they have 3 or 4 or 5 children, this is a cycle of poverty that needs to be broken. Part of it is education, but there's more to it than that. I hope we see more young, more Roma children staying in school, learning to read, getting the kind of education they deserve. And that education will open doors to better jobs, to better integration into Bulgarian society.
Но България има такъв опит. Само 20 на години назад ромите не бяха безработни, не бяха необразовани, нито се случваха тези бракове. Как да наричаме това, което се случва тогава с ромите?
I don't believe that things were so perfect as you suggest during communist times. Well, let's set the past aside and look at the situation that Roma face today. And it will be a challenge to break this cycle of poverty.
Няма да е лесно. След като средно безработицата в България е около 10-12%, а сред ромите тя надхвърля 40, 50, 60%. Това е един факт, който е трудно да се обясни, независимо от многото програми, които съществуват за намаляване на безработицата.
I don't pretend to have the answers, and I think there is no one answer. As I said before, I think a fundamental part of this is educating young Roma and trying to build a future for them.
Какво бихте пожелали на младите, а и на всички роми в България, сега когато сте на път за вашата родина?
I hope that they'll stay in school, that they'll learn to read, that they'll learn a profession. They need to have the skills that they can be a productive part of Bulgarian society. And mothers and fathers in the Roma community need to take responsibility for their children. They need to stay in school. They shouldn't be marrying at age 14 with no jobs and no future. These young girls especially, those that are getting no education and getting married at 14, they deserve much better. And it's not just the problem of the government. It's the responsibility of the Roma community, of Roma mothers and fathers.